What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today is Monday, the 15th of December, at the beginning of another week. Let's get right into reviewing the price action on Nasdaq 100 or NQ. So today, being the first day of the week, we came all the way up here. Try to find the right side. So this is the price action today. Came up, tested this week here, closed the gap, so we don't have a fair value gap here, and we sold off for the entirety of the day. So last night when we traded up, came back down during New York session. As a matter of fact, as soon as New York session opened, we just dropped. So currently we open right here, created this high, created the low, and we closed off right here. Open with a little bit of a gap up and see we dropped again. For this is the Tuesday's price action, pretty active week. It seems already down over 200 points already. So pretty interesting that we're coming down right now. Looks like we're forming the head and shoulders to come down. So this is the right shoulder here to set us up for a bit of a pullback. So looking here on the 4 hour time frame, this now shaping out to be a nice little market maker sell model, and we're delivering to the downside or the sell side of the curve. So currently we're at equilibrium on this 4 hour chart, and we also resting in this 4 hour demand level here. Let's see if we're going to take out this liquidity and come lower, or we're going to get a bounce from here. But for now, we have quite a few equal highs resting above here that we could eventually take out. So let's see how this week progress, and also this month. So this is the current profile on the day. This is the current profile on the week. So we already took out the previous weekly low and heading now down to, well, they are the monthly low all the way down here. So let's see if any of these hold to give us any type of buy action. So today the price action wasn't so bad. We sold off and then we consolidated for the PM part of the session. Let's get into some of the trades that we could have capitalized on the lower time frame. So let's see. Yeah, man. So looking at the price action today, so we opened all the way here today. Then we gap all the way down here, and we just started building order flow coming right up to Asian session, the most active part of Asian session. We had some nice buy opportunities here. Came back to test this order block. It's a 5 minute order block before we went up, created the midnight open, and we started consolidating inside this range. So the macro gave us a few opportunities to get some buys in. So these were some sales. So we could have taken a sale here in London, as well as the next one here, as well as a buy opportunity here. So quite a number of trades. The price action isn't so choppy, it's just trading the extremes of the range. By the time we get down to the main part of London session, we had a nice little buy opportunity which created the low of the day during the AM session. So this low of the day in London low, which ended up becoming liquidity, but we traded all the way up, consolidated and traded, so we just had some sideways movement. So this opportunity was a nice buy. Another one here, just base and then rally, base again rally. We came back down, took out this liquidity, and then we had a nice rally again. So this was the main part where we consolidated around 8 o'clock. This just looks like time distortion because the market literally wasn't moving right here before we broke out again to the upside. So came back down to test this low and then we ran to the upside, took out some internal highs. So we took out an internal high. This would have been the PM session from Friday before we decided to just drop. So as soon as New York opened at 9:30, the stock market, we decided to just drop. We had a nice little inversion here, came down, retested, dropped again, came back down, and inside this macro we had a beautiful entry right here, and then a silver bullet entry right here. So this was a nice little retest of this breaker, then a retest of this block here to give us a nice little sell off to the downside. So this would have netted us some decent points. So from the high of the day to the low of the day here, this is over 350 points, 370 points right here. Nice capture on these sales. So that was the most ideal, the main trade for the day. After we had that sell off, we created some bullish price action here for a nice little buy here. And I wasn't able to even trade any of this because I'm not trying to force anything at work anymore because I'm distracted. So I can't even focus to capitalize on some of these opportunities. And the price action isn't even so bad right here. So the main part would have been from around 9:30 to 11 where we had the main trades. Then we created this breaker block here, tested it in this other block, and we got a nice buy up here before we came back down. So this 1050 to 1110 macro gave us a nice buy, came back down, and then we just moved sideways throughout lunchtime into the PM session, and came back to test this block, and we got another scalp buy here inside this macro where they want to take the sell or the buy. For the scalp, both is valid. So we had a sell there from that fair value gap. We also had a sell here from this little supply zone. So if I bring this across here, we had a sell here, another one here from the 2 p.m. silver bullet. Nice to sell here, another one here, even though the market is choppy. So nice to sell here, another buy here, and pretty much just ended out the day right here. So some clean little moves, and you could have held this thing because see, we're currently heading lower right now. So that is really it for today's price action. Like I said, I didn't take any trades. Beautiful price action nevertheless, but I didn't get to capitalize on any of these opportunities. So until next time, guys, I'll catch you on the next one for Tuesday. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Peace.